Okay, the podcast has started.
What do you always do?
Okay. What else am I gonna do?
It's just stupid. You're always like, man, the podcast has started.
Well, I gotta tell you guys that the podcast has started, and I've gotta tell anyone who's around that the podcast has started, so that's what I do.
It just, I feel like it would sound weird on the recording.
Well, it does, but it's the beginning, so.
It's not that weird.
It's not as weird as you, but you're Peter, so you're pretty weird.
What?
Let's see, what are we gonna talk about?
I don't know.
We never have a plan for anything to talk about.
Well, we don't need a plan.
But it helps.
I feel like many times you did want a plan.
Well, in the past, it was like, I'll get a plan because, it makes it easier, but
You're
we don't need a plan.
We don't specifically need a plan.
Here,
You
How
also
about
don't
it?
specifically need a Peter. They both start with P. Which means they're useless.
so we actually have a lot of episodes of the podcast now.
Yeah, because once you do it every day, there's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Which
There's
is why
like
I think you should do
almost
it every
40
other day
episodes.
so that people actually have time to watch it.
Well, I mean, right, we don't need somebody to watch all of them. We only need them to watch, like,
It's like The Simpsons.
Every
there's
once in a
30
while.
or 30 seasons of them. I'm not watching all of them.
yeah, it's like SNL.
Some of the jokes I probably won't understand because it's all like 90s jokes. They're making fun of Kenny. Mate.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah.
We could talk about Baldur's Gate.
They have one beard company. Done.
Well, yeah,
Finally playing Siege of Dragonspear, even though it's 5 years old.
it's not that bad.
True.
Yeah, you got it like last Christmas, so.
Yeah, we also got it like 2 years ago though. But it's fun. I think it does a decent job of connecting Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Like, I just didn't think there needed a connection.
Well, I just don't think
Did-
we need
did
to
people-
talk about Baldur's.
Did people actually get like mad at it? That there was no connection?
Well, I
That-
think the only issue is that, people wanted more of the game, but Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 both came out, and the story is pretty much finished.
The story is completely finished. They do the thing that they did with
I thought you had to like go find
Parks
it.
and Rec, where they at the end they give you a synopsis of what happens after,
Oh.
depending on which
I
whether
thought
you
you had
choose
to-
to be a god or not.
I thought
Yeah.
you had to kill the other like people that were remnants of the murder guy.
That's
Well, you
the
have
first
to kill
game.
some of them, but you don't kill every single one.
That could be like, isn't there like 10 of them? It could be like 10 games.
No.
There's supposed to be like tons of them.
Ah.
The idea is that there's tons of them.
One is just like Mario, and it's fun.
Well, no, but they.
I think part of the issue was that, right, in the beginning, in the second game, you start out with
Like in a pig.
a specific people as your, like, members
Oh,
of your
people
party.
got mad at that.
A little bit, because, right, you can technically pick up and drop anybody
In the original game.
in the original game. So, it doesn't necessarily make sense in all situations for you to suddenly have this good aligned party
Yeah.
at the beginning of Baldur's Gate 2 if you're playing an evil character and you dumped all the good characters in the original Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I think the main thing was people wanted more game, and they had already finished it.
Though, They put that part of the game in there to. They put like the break in there to like start the character over, technically, so that you could jump into Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, so you could jump into Baldur's Gate 2 if you wanted. You know, I mean, let's be honest, not a lot of people would have done that.
Yeah.
Or, even if they did do that, they would have just created their character from Baldur's Gate 1.
Yeah, they wouldn't have played through the entire game. They would have just gone to the last save. Exported the
Not
character.
even exported, they would have just been like, alright, I don't know how to export, or I'm not gonna bother with that. I'll just make my character that I made in Baldur's Gate 1, and I'll just replicate them as exact as possible in Baldur's Gate when I'm making my character for Baldur's Gate 2.
I think it's easier to export.
Realistically, it would be easier, but that doesn't mean people did that. But let's see. Hey, there's more. There's here. Get your own.
But it's doing a good job so far of showing
We don't care.
what would happen.
We don't care. We shut up. We don't care.
Shut up, John.
No, that's my line.
We have to have something to talk about.
This is something to talk
This is something to talk about.
It's doing a good job so far of bridging the gap.
I have a meeting in 5 minutes.
Of what happens between Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
I mean, that's kind of the goal.
But the gap was a store. I think it is.
What?
Nothing.
John. Okay.
What?
Anyway, it's without any spoilers.
This needs changed.
It's pretty good at showing why you wouldn't be missed in Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
Because when
Right.
you think about it,
well, because doesn't the first game end and you're like the big deal because you?
yeah, at the beginning of this game, you're the hero of Baldur's Gate. Everyone calls you that.
Yeah.
That's like your title.
Yeah.
My,
Why
second
would
game-
people be searching for the hero of Baldur's Gate?
my title is the prophet.
It makes sense, like,
Your title
people
is
might
the
not
prophet.
recognize you because you're in,
yeah.
not Baldur's Gate.
Like you're far enough south that people don't care.
Yeah,
Or no.
but you think that somebody in the entire game would mention, hey, you look like the hero of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, maybe. Well, they could have added that in. That could have been a thing.
Yeah, but the idea is that you hide your, since Saravok was pretty much openly a child of Baal,
Yeah. Well,
and he caused
as
all of
open-
the city's ruin.
as openly as he was.
Yeah. And
If you knew about him.
people are kind of mistrustful of all children of
Well,
Baal
you know,
now.
Bahal was literally the god of murder.
Well,
so,
yes,
like,
but it's
he's kind of evil.
And I'm the prophet.
people would have.
Shut up, John.
No, that
No.
would mean your name is Orlando.
No, it means I'm prophet. No, my title is prophet. Your title is liar. Michael's title is annoying. Together we make PLA.
That's sort of like the name of a electronics company or a railroad.
Anyway,
Prophets.
the idea is you hide your parentage.
The
'Cause
annoying
you don't want to
prophet
freak
lies.
people out.
That's probably
And
a good
then due
idea.
to random meddling, everyone figures out, and then you,
So then you just leave.
and then you get accused of doing something that you did, but you were manipulated into doing it using various mind control, blah, 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 blah. I haven't gotten to that part of the story yet.
Oh, okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Anyway, you do something that offends one of the Grand Dukes,
Oh no.
and they kick you out. Well, they say they're gonna execute you, and then one of the other Grand Dukes is like,
Nah,
I
that's
don't
a bad
agree with
idea.
this. You might be an idiot and probably evil, but you helped me bring back the economy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you escape with your friends here.
PLA. Actually, it's
Plus,
A.
having-
Annoying profit line.
Except for not all of your friends.
Well, yeah, it's just I think the idea is
Your
I
friends.
think the idea is
leave.
Emmeline is just like, hey, Khalid Jahira, Minsk and Daewin here. How do we go break this dude out?
No.
And the idea is, even if you don't know them, like if you didn't talk to them,
Well, first of all, it's impossible to go through the story of the first game without talking to Khalid and Jahira.
yeah,
You don't have to take them, but you have to at least talk to them to progress the story along.
yeah. So you have to take the lead in here. So
You don't have to take them, but you do have to talk to them.
You know Khalid and Jahira, and
Technically, you can avoid talking to Minsk, and thus avoid talking to Danir.
yeah. So that one's a little odd.
And you can't avoid. You have to take Emmeline, I'm pretty sure. Do you have to take her the first time she shows up? Or can you tell
You might
her
be able to
screw off?
get rid of her. I don't know why you would do that though.
Yeah, that's a bad decision. She has a bunch of useful items, and you need characters.
Wait. Oh, I see much.
The podcast is going on.
Oh, sorry.
You're in the podcast, Dad.
Yes.
In terms of like
No sandwich
Gameplay?
for you.
in Siege of Dragonspear, it's pretty good.
Isn't
Like-
it just the same engine? It's just the same stuff.
I mean, yeah, but like in terms of like interesting things that they do, it's pretty good. So the most annoying thing so far is the fact that you're attacking like Crusaders camps. Like you're like attacking them with tons of like
Crusaders
with help
camps? This isn't the Crusades.
with tons of NPC help
Here, we gotta
who
go.
get in the way and aren't good at fighting. Like it would be annoying if you had to fight all the dudes you have to fight by yourself, but there's just too many of them for it to be useful to like
Here, we gotta go downstairs. Mom's having a meeting.
We got a party. No one cares about Baldur's Gate.
And then we should probably finish up since we're at 14 minutes.
Anyway.
We should also
There's
give
a
them
bunch of
5
NPCs, and even if you do most of the fighting, you're still not going to get any of the experience from the enemies because they just
Oh, that's stupid.
Well,
well, it's just you have such a low chance of getting XP that you're not going to get it.
That's weird.
They actually make, in terms of like references to the second game, they're actually pretty good. Like there's
They make the correct amount of references, like
about
stuff that's about to happen.
like you know the prologue dungeon I was talking about.
Yeah.
Those persons had stolen Sarabak's sword and sold it to somebody
Oh.
in
Oh.
which is how you get it in the next game.
Mm. Well, you also get Saravog in the next game.
Well,
He comes back as like, oh, he died, and now. Also, you need to stop leaving this up.
you get access to literally like an angel. So
Yeah. John, shush.
No.
What was I gonna say?
No.
Oh, what I want them to do is I want them to take the Infinity Engine and put it on a modern graphics. Put it on a modern graphical engine. Take the game engine and
But
put it on a
I
modern
do
graphical
feel like-
engine, and that would be cool, right? Imagine even something that's kind of old now, like Fallout 4. Can you imagine playing something that's graphically equivalent to Fallout 4, but it's Baldur's Gate?
that would be cool.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would be cool if you shut up.
John, we're doing the podcast. Are you gonna contribute anything?
I was contributing.
No, you were not.
I
really
was.
weren't.
It was just the fact that you decided to talk about something stupid like Baldur's Gate.
Oh, also,
Hey,
are you
I
gonna check?
contributed.
Andy yelled at you for something in one of our other podcasts. Oh. So I think we're gonna finish the podcast here. We don't really have anything left to talk about.
5 billion of them will be mine.
Tell me when you get it up.
Okay. John, are you done?
I will never done.
Okay,
Your
you're-
soul is destroyed.
You're done.